Okay, so this is a good problem in chemistry that works with logarithms. It says in chemistry the pH is equal to negative log of H, and then it's got that little plus sign in there. That stands for a hydrogen ion. So that's the hydrogen ions. And then they say if the concentration of hydrogen ions in a liquid is doubled, what is the effect on the pH? Okay, so this becomes, I don't know why there's quotation marks there, but anyway, I'll try to fix that on the worksheet. It's a little notation problem. We're going to let C be the hydrogen concentration. Hydrogen ion concentration of our liquid. Okay, so we're going to say, there's a pH balance, we'll call it P, of the opposite of log, it's a common log, of C. Now you don't have that little plus sign in there that might be confusing. Okay, now that's just what the pH balance is. We don't know what it is, but if we had some liquid with a C concentration, this would be how you would find the pH balance. Okay, now new situation. We want to double the concentration. So now we're going to have something, some kind of new pH balance, and it's going to be the opposite of log 2C, okay, because we're doubling the concentration. All right, we know we can split that up. So that's what we were working on with our rules. Now this time we do have the opposite sign in front of the logarithm. So I put the parentheses, the big set of parentheses there to say, okay, all of that is the opposite. And then we used the product rule to split this up, 2 and C. All right, now I'm going to distribute that negative sign. Well, I was going to distribute it. Okay, so notice this. This part right here is the same as this part right there, okay? Now, what was this part right here? That was the original pH, original pH balance, okay? So if you wanted to double the concentration, then what's going to happen to your new concentration? Well, your new concentration would be the opposite of log 2, and I'm going to put a plus here, plus P, the original pH balance. Now I'm going to switch that around to go P minus log 2. Okay, what does all of this mean? It means that if I'm going to double the concentration, the effect on the pH balance is it's going to be the original pH balance minus, and now this part here, that's just a number. I can find that. I can find a decimal approximation on my calculator. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to clear this out and get a common log of 2. So put that in your calculator. And log 2 is about 0.301, okay? So I'm going to put that in right here. Okay, so if I have a liquid and I know its pH balance, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to double the concentration, then I can take the pH balance that I had originally and subtract about 0.301, and that will give me the new pH balance. Okay, it's kind of a nice problem, a little tricky to think about.